XM 105, Sirius 206, the Opie and Anthony channel. The Ron and Fez show starts right now.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
Oh yeah, buddies, let's get down to it, boppers. It's the Ron and Fez show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. So much to talk about today. Olympic fever, crazy ass news, and more. We've got 6 different TVs going with 6 different feeds.
Oh yeah.
I've got better. This place right now is better than what Bob Costas is dealing with. I'm looking at white rafting. I'm looking at girls playing volleyball. I've got some stuff on in the women's locker room, so I'm following everything completely. The whitewater rafting as a sport is fucking really hysterical because...
They create the rapids?
Yeah, it's closer to a water park than it is a running river, but it looks so goddamn difficult to be able to pull that off. All right, let's just hop over here to Turtle. Turtle, you're the first caller of the new week. How you doing, buddy? Turtle, we got you?
I live in Iowa City, and I got to go buy Molly's Cupcakes for the grand opening this weekend. Ordered 4 Ronnie B's, took them out to the family. Everybody loved them. Got to meet Mike Kaka. The place is fantastic.
You know, Turtle, from what I understand, you were the very first person into the brand new Molly's. And so I imagine that your dollar is going to be hanging there if they still do stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, then it'll be there forever, and you can tell your grandchildren, that's my dollar up there.
That's right.
I want to get it back.
I tried to do that one time. There was a new...
Mike Kaka was super cool. He was really, really nice.
I'm glad to hear it. He just swung in for the day, I believe.
It's like the wolf.
He is. He's like the wolf at all times. Hold on for 1 second, Turtle. Let's see if I can get both of you guys. Chad, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know Molly's opened a franchise in Iowa City yesterday. Just wanted to wish them luck, and I picked up my first dozen.
Did you happen to run into a guy named Turtle there? Because you guys could start hanging out together and have little Ron and Fez meetings.
Turtle? I don't think so.
All right, Chad, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Turtle. Talk to you later, buddy.
All right, buddy. Cheers.
All right, peace. So, Mike Kaka, congratulations to him. That Molly's thing, I guess it's a chain now, officially.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And the Ron Bennington, far surpassing any kind of minor fame that I've been able to get for myself. The cupcake has taken on a life of its own. And I consider it like my Cobb salad.
Nice. You think Michael started selling franchises out to people?
That's what happens in businesses. Why, you interested? You know what? Why don't you just open up your place called Coffee's McMess?
You can smoke in there. That's what I'm telling you.
Fuck, what do you want? Fuck.
Coffee.
Fez, you're already in a bad mood because you and the caller stepped on each other.
I'm already just stumbling over myself like a maniac.
Well, it looked like you fucking combed your hair with an egg beater today, and he's got his bad physical thing where he's pulled the head down and the shoulders are high.
Oh, no.
Hicks, were you able to spot anything this morning before I got here?
He's seen in good spirits. Fez was in good spirits this morning.
It all came from Turtle and him stepping on each other there. And
wild.
Fez was going to say that he wanted $1 or something. I don't know. Right off the bat, even though we're in the middle of the Olympics and it's all going down, we still got football out there.
It feels good.
Jerry Jones is probably the worst person with the worst evil fucking franchise. I mean, if Darth Vader was a football fan, he'd have a little fucking Cowboys pennant and be, putting it back and forth.
Yeah, Romo jersey, right?
Dallas has a thing before every game. You ever been down there to any of the Cowboys games?
I never knew a Cowboys game.
They start off, the announcer goes, let's take these guys out the way we took out John Kennedy.
What?
The place goes fucking crazy.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, they consider that the first Cowboys victory. And
I'm going to vomit.
Jerry Jones has been through thick and thin with his Cowboys. He's won, he's lost, he's lived, he's loved. But he said something about wanting to get back to better days, and this was his quote in front of a bunch of reporters.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
So I have that perspective.
I got that perspective. Look, fellas, you can get out here and lose, or you can stick your dick through a knothole in a bathroom stall and let a stranger give you oral. What the hell do you want? Everybody's just sitting there with their fucking helmet on their waist going, I want to be traded. I want to get back to the glory hole days, boys.
What the fuck was he thinking? He goes do it again. He said it twice.
Yes, he wants to put his dick through that fucking hole and have the Super Bowl championship just suck on it.
What's he doing at glory holes? He's a billionaire.
If you are a Giants fan, if you're a Redskins fan, if you're an Eagles fan, go over to the iBang, help yourself to that video, because it doesn't matter who you are in the NFC East. You fucking hate the Cowboys, which I guess is a great thing if you're a Cowboy backer. You're like, hey, everybody gets up for us. But it's true. Every single team that they play against goes, this is a big one. We fucking remember, we hate the Cowboys.
You guys know they're dicks, right?
This is it for us. We gotta get back to them glory hole days. Let me tell you something. When that fucking mouth wraps around and you don't know whether it's a girl, a guy, or a fucking baby dog, that's when you know you're a cowboy.
Really?
James, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, I saw Ron and Jerry Jones at the local glory hole this weekend.
You know what? Enjoy yourself, because that's the great thing about Jerry Jones is that he's got a franchise that everybody wants to beat. If I grew up in Dallas, I swear to you, every fucking Sunday I'd be like, oh man, I hope we get our asses beat this weekend. I hope we get fucking wiped all over the goddamn field. Don't you just hate us? I'd be saying that as we're going to the game. Don't you just hate our team? How obnoxious we are?
I can't believe this. Like, dude, like I have buddies in Brooklyn, born and bred, Brooklyn, New York. They're fucking Cowboys fans.
Well,
it's the weirdest thing in the fucking world.
You will find that in every town as well, because there's some little bandwagon jumpers, and that helps keep the hate going. You know what I mean? Like those fringe fans, those fans that shouldn't even be, because they saw the fucking cool star helmet on TV, or they were rubbing their little fucking dicks to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Oh shit, yeah.
By the name, why didn't they ever just call them the Dallas Cowgirls? The fact that they say cowboy cheerleaders just annoys the shit out of me as well. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here's Dave in Jersey.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
You got to play the other clip with Jerry Jones after that. Somebody else that was in the press conference explains that a glory hole.
Yeah, we have that up there, but that's his PR person trying to make a fucking lame
that's pretty funny though. Jerry goes, "Oh, I never heard of it described as that."
Yeah, it's the lame attempt that the PR person hops up and says a glory hole is what they would call it when you would hit oil, and Jerry Jones is like, "What? Huh?" Just play him saying he wants to get back to the glory hole.
For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory holes. What would it use to fucking what would you even be thinking that was?
I didn't know Jerry Jones was a freak like this. I knew he was a crazy old bastard.
Yeah.
But I know he got freaky where he just fucking holes in the walls.
If Fez wasn't here, I'd call him the funniest name, and we would all laugh and high five. Let's get over here to Steven. Steven in Virginia, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron. I used to live in Arizona, and back when the Cardinals were in the same division, you could buy a flex pass. You get 3 games, 2 of your choice, and 1 had to be the Cowboys because so many Cowboy fans showed up. They're trying to make the stadium red instead of blue.
Yeah, I mean, you will run into Cowboy fans no matter where you go in the country. And we've always talked before about the people who decided, well, my uncle lived there. You know, they come up with these fake fucking reasons. But the reality of it is, as little kids, they were bandwagon jumpers. That's all. They were bandwagon jumpers. They didn't want to fucking do the work of real fandom and put up with dark years. They wanted to just immediately be with the shiny helmet boys from Texas.
The fucking cool dudes.
They wanted to fucking get to that glory hole.
That's right.
Immediately.
Now all you fucking Cowboys fans realize you're just anonymously fucking a wall.
No, I can't believe he's only been there 23 years. It seems like Jerry Jones has been the Cowboys owner forever.
Well, 23 years is pretty long, but remember, everybody was mad when he came in because he changed everything and he was from Oklahoma. Right. So they were already the world famous fucking Cowboys years before him. As a matter of fact, when he came in, everybody despised him in Texas until they started to have those wins in the 90s. And then everyone was like, you know what? He's fucking great.
Really put a team together.
I forgot. We're bandwagon jumpers, too. He's the best. He does have the world's biggest TV hanging over his field that he's very, very proud of. And the fact that you've got to run through a bar to even get to the field.
And get a couple cocktails in you.
You realize that they could never have something like that in Philadelphia without there being fucking murder?
There's multiple charges a night.
Would you want to go running through the crowd in Boston on your way to the field? And people in Texas are just like, yay! Yay!
Good work, Des Bryant.
They had that soccer game down in Texas where that poor little girl, 11 years old, she's a singer-songwriter, and she came out to do the American anthem in the style, of course, of American Idol. Now, I took a lot of heat a few weeks ago when I said, it's time to get rid of this song. No one can sing it. Since then, I've talked to Roseanne Barr, who basically had her career wrecked because she couldn't sing that song properly. This little girl, a singer-songwriter, sat out to sing the song, found it, like so many others, to be impossible. And it was just an absolute nightmare. Do you have it, Hicks? Or I think it takes it for a spin, takes the American Anthem for a spin. It's up in the iBang. 11-year-old girl, there you go.
And please welcome 11-year-old singer-songwriter from Coppell, Texas, Harper Gruzins, in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars trailed up.
I just want to say, how do you defend this song? How do you defend that song?
Tradition.
No one can. The tradition is no one can sing the goddamn thing. We have an unsingable song. Look at this little girl who, by the way, would have been covered in bottles right now if she was singing that in the Northeast. I guarantee you she wouldn't be able to pull that off in Philly.
There would be a boo fest. Like before, like as she was starting, you could tell this thing was going south immediately as soon as she opens her fucking mouth.
Yeah. Let's get back into it, see how bad it can get.
Fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare
They're shooting firecrackers off.
bombs bursting
Oh, God.
gave proof through the night that our flag was still.
Here's another funny thing about it. This is soccer, so you've got a ton of guys that weren't born in this country that are standing there going like this. Man, is the song wretched. How do you have a song that a little girl can't sing along with? Why should her song... And by the way, I blame all this shit on American Idol and Glee and every single one of those things that make life fucking worse.
The Voice.
Thank you, The Voice. And their spinning chairs. Ugh.
Green Day's going to be on The Voice now.
It's not the whole band.
Well, you know, Billy Joe. I mean, that's...
You just call him Green Day?
Yeah, he's Green Day.
So, if Mick Jagger came in here, you'd be like, hi, Rolling Stones.
What's up, Rolling Stones? The Who's stopping in.
You look rough today. What were you up to last night?
I just have terrible
alcoholic problems. Let's go over to Jeff in Seattle. You're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Roddy.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing, man. That was so embarrassing. I was embarrassed for her whole family.
Well, this is one of those things, too, where we try to tell these little kids how wonderful they are. And I've done it with nieces and nephews. I've told them that they draw really well and that they fucking dance good and all. And
Make them feel good about themselves.
yeah, they feel good, but then one day they're going to go out in front of everybody and get crushed. Again, it's literally what we were talking with Roseanne about. It'll come up when we do the Unmasked with her. But she thought she was a good singer because the people in her family told her that she was. She actually thought in the back of her head, I'm a really, really good singer. Let's let this kid take it home.
Oh, say does that star spangled banner
Again, the confidence level is through the goddamn roof.
Oh, she knows she's fucking hitting this note.
I've had dry heaves that sounded better.
Oh, Fez.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Fez, you'd make a good judge on one of those shows.
Oh, my God.
That would be a good line.
Just make this little girl feel like shit.
in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I just think of this as showing that Texas still hates the United States of America. Once they attack it, the second time they're killing presidents, and now they're doing stuff like this.
They're getting more and more passive aggressive, though.
Yeah, they hate big government, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Over here, Todd in Detroit, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, Ray Charles didn't have a problem singing that song, but then again, he has talent.
See, that's
And
the problem. You don't want to have a song that only a handful of people with trained voices can pull off singing, we might as well just say an opera is our national anthem. And you've got to be one of those 450-pound divas to be able to go out and sing the song.
And it's only half the song, right? Or like it's a third of the song, but we actually sing.
That's true
crazy.
again, too. That is true.
If you have the song, right, you should be able to sing the whole thing.
Well, this is kind of a radio cut, like they did with Stairway and Freebird. Jarrett in Mass, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, Ronnie B. My friend actually sang the anthem at the Liverpool soccer match at Fenway last Wednesday. And when she went to do their sound check earlier in the afternoon, they told her specifically it's got to be less than a minute and a half, has to be, for all sorts of reasons. And they record it when she sings it first in case she freezes or has some kind of technical glitch that night during the match so that they can just instantly turn the volume up and let it keep going from what she recorded earlier. It's a really neat system they use.
So she's singing along with her own recording?
Yeah, but the recording is muted so that it's basically she's supposed to sing at the exact same pace and tempo that she sang earlier so that if all of a sudden the mic cuts out or she just locks up, they can just immediately crank up the volume on the recording and it'll be, hopefully seamless in the transition.
All right, that is strange. I've never even heard of that. And that's at Fenway?
Yeah, that was at Fenway. She'd sung the anthem for the Sox a couple years ago, and when she found out about the match, she's a big Liverpool supporter. She emailed them and said, hey, if you're looking for an anthem singer, I'll do it. And they got back to her, and yep.
All right, let's go over to Frank in Georgia. Hey, Frank.
Hey, Ronnie B. Hey, you nailed my whole life and childhood. I'm a Cowboy Jumper fan. They got a name for them. They call them the Pajama Cowboy fans.
Oh, God, I never even heard of that name. So,
yeah, it was on Francesca. Like, there was a whole legion of fans. I'm 43. We were all like 5, 6 years old when the Steelers were beating them. Everyone jumped over those shiny helmets.
Well, I think that happened in the 70s, and because that was the time that, Monday Night Football got big, so suddenly everybody was looking at the whole league rather than just their team. But then again, I think there's another legion that came in during those 90s era where they're just like, oh, those guys do dope and they sleep with women.
The bad boys.
Yeah, they were kind of like fucking hip-hop in a way. They just were really, really crazy back in the 90s. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Ron, why don't you pre-record Fez for when he locks up and then you can just run the tape?
Interesting idea. Would you be willing to do that, Fez?
I would probably lock up during the pre-recording would be the problem. But today you could just play it when I'm stepping all over callers.
It happened once and it was like a half an hour ago.
Yeah, it's gravy, baby.
What's that mean, gravy, baby?
It's fine, nothing wrong, it's okay.
It's the fine, nothing wrong, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You should record yourself. Rumbling, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. David in Texas, you're on the Ron and Fez show. David, once, twice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing? Big fan of the show.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, hey, no, I just wanted to say, I was born and raised here in Houston, Texas, and majority of us hate the Dallas Cowboys, just like everybody else in America does. But, I was kind of bothered by the comment that you said that Texas hates the United States. That's not necessarily true. As far as me personally and everybody I'm around with, we support this whole country 100%.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought that you guys hated the United States. I thought you always put Texas behind it. You're the only state that'll fly your own flag like that, and you're always reminding people about the Alamo and shit, and that you were once a country.
The governor wanted to secede last year.
The same guy that ran?
Yeah, Rick Perry.
I did not know that he said he wanted to leave.
Yeah, that was before he jumped in the campaign.
How come no one brought that up? That would have been one of the first things I would have... You're laughing, but I'm fucking serious. That would have been the first thing I would say during a Republican debate. Aren't you the guy who didn't even want to be part of this country?
I know, that guy is weird, though, man. He's out there, man. A lot of people don't even support him here.
And yet...
But, a lot of people do. So,
yeah, then he had a landslide thing. All right, thanks. Thanks,
All right,
David.
thanks,
And Texans look like they're going to have a good year this year, right?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, we're backing them up 100%. I mean, I've always been a Texans fan since 2002, and whether they won or lost, I still back up my team.
I think you were just a healthy quarterback away from going all the way last year. The fact that those quarterbacks kept getting hurt. The defense was phenomenal. It was a great fucking overall thing, but then they couldn't keep a quarterback healthy. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. You know, Grantland just did this piece about how every year somebody who was lousy last year jumps into the playoffs and goes far. Who are you picking this year? Picks.
I'm going to say...
I know Fez has the Bucks, so I every time I try to get a football thing started, we're back to the Bucks. Who are you picking?
Cam Newton's going to take him. He's going to take the Panthers.
You're like the world's biggest Cam Newton fan.
I'm a believer. And now he has a fucking running back. It's going to work out beautifully.
Oscar, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B, I'm going to have to disagree with that caller. I'm from Texas, and we do hate all of y'all.
Thank you. I know it. I mean, it's okay. I think it's part of what makes you guys Texans.
And you bring another president down here, and we'll kill him too.
See, that's going to get you. That's I mean, the feds will go after you for this. I'm not even kidding.
Hate you. I mean, I'm not saying now I'm going to do anything, but I just know maybe
that's it. Backpedal all the way until it's just a joke that went wrong. Because I kid you not, what you just did there breaks federal laws, and they do this in radio all the time. When someone says something like that, then the FBI or they send in the Secret Service and they ask for the tapes. It's just a pain in the ass. Never say anything that's stupid, even in your joking style. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Now, last week, I guess, that Australia sprinter had everybody talking. Everybody was crazy about her. We've got somebody up on the iBank today that I think blows her away.
Oh, shit. How's that?
This is a young Bulgarian girl. What's her name, Hicks, you got in front of you?
Yvette Lavola.
All right, Yvette Lavola is the greatest sprinter, I'm going to say, in the history of the world. I mean, this girl makes Jesse Owens look like a black dude. Watch what she just does with her ass here.
She's fucking stripper.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's stripper moves right there.
Yeah, it is. It's like a mini twerk.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, perfectly separated ass cheeks. It's up on the iBank today as the greatest sprinter. And this is why I know. I see Fez staring at that. I know that he's not gay. There's no way that you could look at that and say, that doesn't appeal to me. I would even say most women would say, that's fantastic.
They could appreciate. That's a nice ass.
And more. I mean, they could appreciate it throughout the midnight hour. And there she is winning.
All right. Yeah, she's a winner, unlike that other broad.
I wouldn't mind starting Hot Olympics, where it's nothing but hot chicks.
Good work, Yvette.
She's the best. Bulgaria gets hot broads. No one knows why.
Who knew?
Yeah. And whoever is taking this, and I'm hoping it's the Bulgarian Broadcasting Company, are just focusing on her ass.
They know.
That's fucking amazing. That is up on the iBank today, and is completely turning Fez around and getting him into chicks.
Cool.
I mean, she has great muscle control, but it's not doing anything sexually for me.
Yeah, but maybe you got something wrong with your dick from the diabetes or whatever. I think you just got a diabetic dick right now.
Pump that shit full of insulin, dog.
Pump it all. Pump it. How's Davey Mack doing over the weekend? Is he caught up in the Olympic fever? Or?
Yeah, he's totally obsessed.
What country is his? Is he still wearing an Ireland shirt?
He's USA.
Oh, he's moved over to the USA now. Now he wants to be part of America. Because I saw him on St. Patrick's Day. He didn't have jack shit to do with us.
Not just one day a year. Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, let me go over. I'm going to read some of the comments about this chick. By the way, we probably should put up a poll and put them against each other. Which one would win, her or the Aussie chick. As much as I dug the Aussie girl, I think this, and it may just have to do with better camera control.
Definitely a fucking better angle. But also, Bulgaria's a winner, and that other girl didn't even make it to the Olympics.
How bad does she sucks if you can't even make the Olympics?
Yeah, you blow.
What could be easier than the Olympics? You watch the opening ceremonies, nothing but fucking people walking into the place.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, Australia had like 400 people fucking on their
I
team.
saw 2 guys from my building.
What? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
They're representing the Upper East Side. Crazy fucking Bulgarian girl. Yeah, I can't imagine somebody not being into that.
There's nothing for you, Fez?
Absolutely nothing. She's an impressive-looking athlete, I'll give you that much.
What?
Thanks, Fez. He's always going to give a little. But just on ass alone, I mean, I would think that one of the big things about being gay is that you had ass appreciation, right?
Yes.
Oh.
If a guy had that ass, you'd be like, that's an unbelievable ass, correct?
Absolutely.
Then that's all you need to worry about. That would mean you're just as into her as if she was a guy.
There's still a butthole there.
Hicks is dropping another truth bomb.
There's a butthole.
All right, Tony Solo said, Aussie chick is better.
Whoa.
The dancing Aussie girl rules. No shit, Sponge. We know that that's not from the Olympics. But she's in the Olympics.
Yeah, unlike the Aussie Jenicky.
Arch says, I wholly share in Jim Norton's deep crack obsession. Here's the thing. I don't think you should act like you're lining up with another dude when it comes to that. It sounds somewhat Fezzy-like.
It's like you want to be with that dude.
Thank you.
As like they're appreciating, they want to be with them and share that moment. But actually, they're just
they like to get the chick out of the fucking way.
Let's get out of here. I'm with this guy now.
Let's see. She should kiss the hurdler at precisely 3 o'clock today. Rorschach says, wow. That proved the hurdle girl is better. She gets this is going to be a close vote if we put this up. I am noticing this now. Models are out and athletes are in. Models are yesterday's scumbag news, and it's all about athletes.
Well, that fucking ESPN body issue came out. I think that might have sparked it up a little bit.
Just the fact that they get in front of us, because let's face it, we got, 900 channels on. Why isn't girls beach volleyball getting a better fucking... Why are we waiting every 4 years for that? It's a great sport. You know what was killing me over the weekend? How quickly I become an expert in any sport. Within, I'll say, 8 minutes. Before I'm screaming at my fucking TV for them to change what they're doing into whatever my ideas are.
Yeah. And wait a minute. I only watch this once every 4 years.
Were you watching a lot of boxing?
I was watching boxing on Saturday.
It's going out. I was going out.
That guy's great.
He's so fucking punch drunk. At one point, he got corrected by the play-by-play guy. He goes like this: "That's why you're such a great partner for me to have. You're always there.
It's the perfect dude to be.
We're like perfect partners together."
And a lot of volleyball, just all day yesterday.
Regular volleyball and beach.
And beach, yeah.
Yeah, it's just massive amounts of fucking thing. You watch men's basketball?
Yeah, I watched the one game, and then I also caught a little bit of the crazy ass handball.
Handball.
This is basketball, soccer.
Yeah, you're not even slapping. You're just see what I mean though? Like it's dry fucking water polo.
It's fucking really weird. But I was like, all right, I'll fucking get into this. Fuck it.
You're just throwing a ball at a guy like from fucking 3 feet away, and he has to block it.
And soccer.
Let's go over here to Don in Texas. You're on the Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
It was up on Yahoo News yesterday, the Swedish lacrosse team. You guys need to check that out.
What were they?
Smoking hot.
Swedish lacrosse team?
Yeah, I think it was a Swedish lacrosse team. They had a picture of them all standing there with their little sticks and everything.
Just standing there with little sticks. All right, the one that we have is all dudes. Is that what you were talking about?
Oh, no, he tricked me.
Are those little sticks?
Wordplay.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
They're pretty amazing. These are also the healthiest women on the entire planet. There's no heroin chic going on here at all.
No, some of them are like really jacked. Like,
did you watch the opening ceremonies?
Yeah, I tuned in when they were getting into the 60s, and then I watched everything else.
See, you missed the really weird part. Like, by the time you tuned in, it basically was just like any dumb halftime show. But it really started strange and weird, and you were trying to figure out the story, and they had these giant trees, and then they would make smokestacks coming out of the ground, and there was different points where they would just be playing Pink Floyd. And I was like, why didn't you just only play Pink Floyd?
It was fucking... Well, and when I tuned in, like, it had like the young couple just like trying to find their cell phone over. I had no idea what was going on. I was really confused.
Yeah, that was really, really after they had kind of given up. Although after that, when they did the fireworks throughout the whole city, it was pretty fucking amazing. Where they looked like they were blowing up fucking London.
When it was just fucking going in fucking circles.
But I can't believe it was 4 hours.
Yeah, it was fucking... It was nuts. And I really didn't like Matt Lauer and
Talking over everything.
It didn't make any sense. You didn't need them. It was fucking terrible.
At one point, Arctic Monkeys are covering the Beatles.
Yeah.
And Matt Lauer is going like this. The Arctic Monkeys are just amazing. Listen to them. They're just covering the Beatles right now. This is a great band. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let them fucking sing. They got put up there. Why are you talking over it? It's a 4-member group. Yeah. Each of them come from the same part of...
Try to listen to Come Together.
London. Yeah. And
please.
What that is, that's the bass.
Please stop. I want to hear the song.
That's part of the rhythm section.
Yes, we know what a bass guitar is.
Here's Billy. Billy, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, I watched the entire 204 countries come in during the parade, and I was wanting to get your take on what country had the best-looking female athletes. For me, it was Greece at first, but by the end, Spain was number one.
Well, the Spanish girls are beautiful. If you checked out yesterday's stuff, we had Argentinian girls and the day before English girls. It's really rough if you're going to act like you're picking one over the other. I mean, obviously, Swedish chicks are going to fucking have a place in your heart. But then you have to remember, these are the same girls who are not going to even care when your mom dies.
They're all really
cold and awful.
Atheists too. Like I think like the majority of countries.
Fez is an atheist.
I know. Yeah. Maybe we should move to Sweden. That'd be cool. I love the 3 people that had no country come in. It was like the Olympic athletes. Yeah.
The independents.
That was great. They were really happy. They were like dancing down the entire fucking way.
They should just fucking call themselves like the Atlantic Ocean and say that they're there to represent the oceans.
International waters.
Let's go over here to Kyle in Boston. You're on a Fez.
Hey, what's going on, buddies? Did anybody catch yesterday women's table tennis 16-year-old American thing almost toppled the Chinese giant Li?
It's the word almost that's a problem, my friend. Almost. You got to be able to pull it off. Andrew, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, hi. The last caller that was mentioning the Yahoo article, he got it wrong. It wasn't the Swedish lacrosse. It was the Dutch field hockey team, and it's already known that they're not there to win a medal. They're there to show themselves off. And one of the chicks there actually did an either a Maxim or an FHM spread. Her name is Ellen Hoog. She's got a body that could stop a truck.
All right. I'm looking at them. They are attractive. Look up the Ellen Hoog. And she did Maxim?
She did Maxim. She did like a few lingerie shots, and she's stacked like a brick house, and she's got a body that anybody would say, even Fez.
Fez is getting more and more into chicks all the time. And maybe this Ellen Hoog will be the one that turns it around for him. We know that Fez is not dating gays, right?
No.
And we don't really know any gays. And the guys at OutQ they want nothing to do with you?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I get snubbed now, I think. Yeah, it's. I'm sure it's a snubbing.
Why do you think that is? You were supposed to go to brunch.
I was supposed to go to brunch like 3 times. That kept getting canceled. And then the last time... See, the last time was...
This is a dog party, Hicks. It's a dog party. But make the dog think that she's a pretty girl.
See, the last time was the only time I didn't go, like, emailing or calling back. You know, saying, hey, let's reschedule this.
Because you're mad?
Well, I got the message.
What's the message?
Well, you're too hideous to hang out with.
Wow. Fuck. That's a fucking message from those guys?
What kind of human being says that?
I see those guys all the time, and I just think they're all fucking nice. That's the weird thing.
They really shit on you.
Shit in his mouth. Actually, that would be even better. That would have been a first date. They refused to shit in his mouth.
That's what...
There would have been some progress.
That's what gays consider a first date. It's fucked up.
And a second, and a third, and a fourth.
Oh.
So, one thing I do know is straight chicks, though.
And I'm just not interested. There's no attraction there.
Here's the weird thing. You're not attracted to girls. Gays are not attracted to you. That's fucking ironic.
This is a fucked up world.
And over the years, I've known a lot of chicks that wanted to go out with Fez, and I've talked to him about it. And this is when he always told me that he was straight. And then he would think of some reason that was awful about them and, like, use that rather than, no, I'm gay. He would just make them feel bad about something. And then they stopped even, like, being friends.
Wow.
Luckily for Fez, though, that he worries about his own feelings so much, he never cared about others. Which is great in this case. Well, well, well. If it doesn't blow Hart's little wingman, Hard Rock Johnny.
It was such an awkward phone call.
Wasn't that awful?
And then the text messages afterwards are even worse, but we won't get into those. But, you know, Ronnie, you said, like, watching these sports, you immediately become an expert.
Seconds.
And it's really even better now if you watch it. Like, you know, they have all these live feeds on the internet of every single sport. Most of them don't have announcers. So if you don't know anything about the sports, you just make your rules up as you go along.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm watching judo, and I'm like, he's pulling his shirt. Like, what's going on here? How does it score? Like, what's this yellow thing mean? Like, it's unbelievable. Like, some things are easy to understand. Like, right now, I'm at work, and I got my iPad up, and I'm looking at the beach volleyball.
Right.
It's pretty easy to understand. But if you go to some of these other sports and you try to watch, like, sailing, all right, I mean, they're going around and they're riding their boats, but there's got to be some sort of skill or something involved that there's the lack of an announcer just makes it really tough to figure out.
But that's the thing. Do your own announcing. Because none of this stuff matters. You're never going to find yourself in a sailing conversation. So just make it up.
No, that's even better, because then you could, you know, if you have someone else who's looking along, you'd be like, oh, yeah, well, that, you know, they always do that. Of course, that's like in the rule book. You got to do that. And make yourself sound even better.
We have, I think, 700-800 people playing in a game. Hard Rock Johnny is in 4th fucking place.
What the fuck?
I saw that. I was kind of interested. I missed a couple competitions this morning. I screwed up. I woke up a little late. I forgot to put them in last night. I missed 2 things this morning, but I think that won't affect me too bad right now.
You son of a bitch. He's already, like, taking naps. Tortoise in the hare. He's playing the role of the hare immediately.
I went and changed, so now I'm 2 days ahead because I was doing it day by day. So, yeah, I don't know how that happened. I'm up there. I'm up.
Is the basketball team playing today?
No.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they play tomorrow because they played yesterday.
Man, that fucking game yesterday had me so nervous in the first quarter.
It's okay.
And then we just started to fucking grind it on. But I don't know whether you watched the end of it. We have it up on the iBang. After the game, all the guys line up and they go over and get a hug from the first lady. And then she gives them a juice box and granolas, nuts, and raisins. A good healthy snack, like a good team mom does.
She's a great team mom.
They love her. And the funny thing is, if you keep watching it, Coach K, she tried to give him the handshake, and then he went in for the hug after.
Nice. He wants some love, too.
She's hugging the sweatiest athletes in the world. But it's really cute because she has her hair pulled back, and she's like, seriously, way to destroy that team that really only had Tony Parker on it.
Did you watch the women's game on Saturday? That one was really a little nerve-wracking. The U.S.
That was fucking frightening, man. I was going, again, nuts. I'm screaming. You look like you're fucking playing in molasses. Move, girls. Move. Don't fucking take it. And then I just started pacing back and forth in front of my TV.
This is for the country.
And I actually said at one time, I think I'll die if we lose this game.
The Croatian team was pretty hot. I was kind of surprised. There was a good-looking bunch of girls.
I had too much hate for them. I had too much hate. They kept banging the threes from the outside. Just fucking raining the threes. And then, but again, same thing happened in the men game. Once we find our pace, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Have you watched any of the women's weightlifting, which is on right now I'm looking at? And the thing that's tough for me is, all right, she's lifting up 127 kilograms. No fucking idea what that is. I don't know if that's 5 pounds or 500 pounds.
That's a lot of fucking coke. I mean, just think of if you're ever in a fucking room and there's 5 or 6 keys, right? Somebody could get killed because it's at that point worth it to go. You know what? I might blast these fuckers and just walk out of there with
bunch of free coke.
Yeah,
and money.
Yeah,
you get money back too. Fuck yeah.
And you're not going to have any nightmares if you stay up doing coke the whole night.
No.
Well, Johnny, first of all, congratulations for dominating. You're in 4th place and unstoppable right now.
I don't know about unstoppable.
Unstoppable. You're going to win it all.
I don't know. I'm hoping I can keep this up. It's a lot of pressure being 4th place.
Just keep getting every single one correct. Just don't miss anything.
I'm going to be like that woman as I watch along. What's her name's mother last night watching on TV? Allie Raisman's mother sitting there watching, looking like an idiot in the stands.
Now, is Earl the vibe manager, or is he just taking people to their table?
He's vibe manager. What do you mean?
Okay. Because every time I talk to him, he's telling me when he sat somebody. And I'm like...
It's kind of a combination job, but, got to do a little bit of that, plus you vibe manage. Cause
he presses play, and then he seats people.
What better way to get the vibe of the people in the building than to have a little conversation with them as you're walking with them and bringing them to where they're going to be sitting to enjoy their meal?
Really good salesmanship, Johnny. Seriously good salesmanship.
Thanks. He fell for it.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, boys. See ya.
You gotta love Hard Rock Johnny.
He's the man. I can't believe he's so high in the Olympics fantasy. I'm getting killed.
Well, the thing is, you don't have an iPad where you're watching fucking raw feeds the whole time. He's probably getting scores before he even puts them in. Fuck. Because this thing's probably going off the NBC primetime. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Let's go over to John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey there, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking, if this gay thing doesn't work out for Fez, you think he'll get a phone call in the middle of the night from him? Put his dick off because he's transgender?
Well, you were talking about cross-dressing, Fez, but we laughed at you when you just said pantsuits instead of dresses. I mean, you were just really looking for stretch pants, comfortable stretch pants. But nothing has moved on in the new lifestyle since you came out?
No, nothing has moved on. Nothing.
I think one of your biggest problems is you're always waiting for it to come to you instead of going to get it.
You gotta get out there, man. You can't be dancing on the side of the fucking dance floor. You
Yeah,
gotta
take
jump
it.
in.
Yeah, take it and think. And then he congratulated himself for being on the sidelines.
Gotta get in. You gotta grind that shit.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you do have to grind. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Ron. Fez. Yeah, fencing, watching that, even with the commentators explaining what's going on, it's impossible to follow. It's like they'll both hit each other, and no one gets a point. One person will get a point. You can't tell what's going on.
The only thing about it is they do look cool when they take their masks off and are drinking water. I mean, they look like they're fucking rich dudes then or something. But other than that, the sport is lost on me.
I hate
it. I know you hate it. I'll watch it. I'll watch what's ever on. I will watch what's ever on. Oh, I thought the best thing that they did during the opening ceremonies, because I'm looking at it now, when all those separate torches pulled up into one torch, that was fucking boss, dude.
I thought it was too low to the ground. I like that.
I thought you were too low to the ground.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how high New York is compared to Britain.
Here's Rich. Let's go to Chris first. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, hey, Ron. Not an Olympic sport, but I wanted to thank the iBang. They tweeted late last night that Senna, the documentary about the race car driver, was on ESPN2, and I'd seen it before when it first came out, but I didn't have much going on last night. I sit down, I turn this thing on, and I turned up my surround sound on the high definition, and, man, that is such a great documentary. That guy was amazing. Just an amazing show.
Well, he was amazing, and the way they put the documentary together was absolutely amazing. The way they did it with just straight tape from his life, nobody speaking from now, looking back on it, So you got a real presence of that time, and then when all that stuff happened, because I didn't know his whole story, I didn't know anything about that, and I was fascinated. I thought it was terrific.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal show, and if anybody out there hasn't seen it, it's definitely worth seeing, because I'd never heard of this guy, and I never knew his story, and then you learn about what an impact he had on people, and it's really powerful. I mean, it's just, it's really great.
Yeah, I walked into there. Well, Chris, you know the movie company, right?
Yeah,
That's why I did
people
it.
who were distributing it,
So
yeah.
they've booked some really nice guests for us, and then Chris said, would you have on this director? And I said, well, look, I don't know. I'm not into this, but I'll go see the movie, and if I like it, I will. Dude, when everybody in Brazil was fucking crying, it was like...
It's nuts.
It was like one of the fucking toughest things ever to watch. It was amazingly great. How that didn't win the Oscar for Best Documentary last year, I don't... Oh, I know. Harvey Weinstein wasn't connected to it. All right, thanks, man. Peace.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Let's go over here to Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B. Hey, if you was one of the competitors, would you rather have one of the events that's already done with or one that's going to last the entire Olympics?
Well, see, the thing is, I can't imagine, let's say, the track and field guys who start later because they kind of want to end with that. Those guys must have left the area. They're not hanging around there every day and being around that craziness.
And I guess in the village or whatever, just a party.
Yeah, and I don't think that you do that before your event.
You can. You'll fuck yourself up.
So I have a feeling like, let's say if I was the coach, I'd take them to the opening night, and then I'd be like, all right, now I got to play somewhere else. You guys can chill, stretch, go to. I can't imagine keeping them around that. So they've got to be missing all this stuff. And if you look over some of the people, they go in, they have an event, and it's done. And other people, their event takes weeks. Like if you're on the basketball team.
Yeah, you're a tournament.
You're in a fucking tournament. So it's got to be a completely different experience.
And the archers are just chilling right now. They're done. It's over with.
Or do they even hang around? Do they just go, I don't know, I'm going to get out of here. This is so stupid. I can't believe I didn't get a medal.
Oh, I'm sure some people just...
you're walking around, other people wearing their medals, and they're in bars and shit.
Drive me nuts, fellows fucking archer.
Let's go over to Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron, I'm about to turn this into the advice show for Fez.
Oh, sure.
Got a sounder?
No, go ahead.
Okay, my bad. I would let, as long as Fezzi's vitiligo's under control. He needs a shave. If I was gay, I wouldn't sleep with him either.
All right, see, that's not advice. That's just cruelty. That's why I didn't want to play advice until it was actually good advice.
That fucking guy sounds like that Filipino that harassed Fez.
What Filipino? What did he say to Fez?
You know you're ugly, don't you?
He was going to do it in the funny voice, though. Go ahead and do it.
You're so ugly.
He's saying going for a comedic thing. And he actually yelled, you're so ugly. That would have been fucking on. That's the weird thing, is like, in the gay world, you either are going to have sex with that person or probably end up punching them out.
Maybe both is very
Because the same people that you're attracted to, you're also competing with for even more attractive people. It's like if you're talking to a hot chick, and then another hot chick came over, if you and the initial hot chick both tried to fucking turn on each other and pick them up.
I think they like to share a lot, though. Like, just straight up, just everyone. Like, hey, once the gays are the straight same gay level, they all just fuck each other.
Take
Like
it to the AIDS
hottest.
room. Take it to the AIDS room.
Oh no, it's a moral conundrum.
That's the conundrum. Would you go into that thing and want to compete for the hottest person or mass fuck? Hicks, what about you?
I guess mass fuck.
Pips?
Hottest person.
You wouldn't want a mass fuck.
I don't know. It depends how they're looking.
Right, so he's fucking... You were thinking bird in the hand, and in the mouth, and in the ass.
That's right.
That's the way to go. Fez, we know yours. Push off fucking at any cost, right? That's your thing.
Jump in. Fuck it.
Like, you wouldn't want to show up at the beach and go, I don't want anyone else to swim but me.
Hell no.
No,
Oceans
I just
for
want
everybody.
one nice swimming partner.
But could you ever go to the beach and get that? No. Everyone's going in the pool together.
And they're pissing, and they're having a fucking good time.
I wonder what you did to turn off the IQ guys.
I have no idea.
had
I
to
was
do
nothing but
something.
nice.
Something had to happen.
It's a great mystery. And sometimes you do things
you
that you don't
lurking?
realize.
If I have any crime, it may be overeagerness.
Lurking? Did you lurk?
I did some lurking where it was just I was trying because the plans weren't coming together. So I was like, are we going to get together? When should we meet? Didn't hear back from you.
So you start to actually pester.
So
I'll
then
tell you something else.
Then I obsess.
I told you before, I think it's a big mistake to use that fucking email instead of just talking to people. People can't get a tone out of email.
Got him on the celly.
They might not have something you've done might come across weird to them.
And Fez, sometimes you do things you don't realize you're doing them, and it fucking weirds
Like
people
what?
out. Well, especially the lurking thing. You didn't realize, right? You just thought you were hanging out?
Yeah, I just thought I was making plans.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And now that person won't even talk to you in the hall?
Yeah, now I'm just avoided.
Snubtown.
Here's the weird thing, Fez.
And that's why I emailed so much, because I felt like I was being avoided in the hallway. But I didn't want to start feeling paranoid and crazy.
Fez was over the moon. As you know, this is the first time he really jumped into the show today when it comes to talking about his gay dating life. He's ignored the rest of it, but this he wants to achieve.
You gotta get it in.
I mean, I gotta think if I've got any gay friends. Do you know if either Opie or Anthony is gay?
They're straight.
Huh. Boss?
Straight. Married.
Jerry Bark is gay.
That's
right?
true. Mary Barker's gay.
He might be fucking great for you. Brian, you're on the Run Fez show.
Hey, with the Olympics going on, I got an issue about, how they talk about Michael Phelps, the greatest Olympian ever, just because of the number of medals he's won. Well, he's a swimmer. There's a lot of different events for them. Somebody that's, competing in the decathlon, they can win the maximum of one
medal.
I was thinking there should be a swimming decathlon.
Yeah, it makes it really
where you're
blows up the number of
diving,
medals.
you're swimming.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the only two things.
And what about, you ever look at the modern pentathlon? You ever see that crazy?
Yeah, that's cool stuff. I think that was like a lot bigger in the 30s than it is now. You know, like they've played it down these days. But I think it was kind of considered cool for a while. All right, what's everything you got to do in the modern pentathlon?
Okay, modern pentathlon. It's long jump, javelin throw, 200 meters, discus throw, and then a 1,500-meter race.
I would like to do something where you had to search, hurry up and search. You had to Google stuff.
All right, cool.
You had to make a quick video game.
Shit. I'm down.
Can I tell you something though, Fez?
Sure.
It's always gonna be kind of like, I know it's a turnoff for chicks, and the problem with the gay world is that it's kind of part chick and part guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do. So it's hard for me to give advice because I'll just say, like, if it was chicks that you're after, the neediness and weakness thing of when is a turnoff to them. You know what I mean? So I don't know whether that works that way for guys, but I know, like, a girl would not want you to keep, like, when are we going to do that thing? Are we going to do that thing?
It's going to know the shit out of them.
I know that there's some fucking guy that works in this building that always wants me to have lunch with him and asks too much. I know he wants advice or something, but the fact that he's asked a couple times is a fucking turnoff. And then the other day, I'm walking up Park Avenue, right?
Yeah.
No, not Park Avenue, 6th Avenue. So I see him coming the other way on the street. And he has one of those lurking walks. I'll show his walk down.
Okay.
I can't. It's kind of a little George the Animal Steel meets Fez Whatley, the I've never walked to fucking impress. But as he's coming the other way, I see him eating a fast food hamburger.
Nice.
With two hands walking back to work. And I thought to myself, you can't even sit down? No wonder I don't want to fucking hang out with you.
He has no time. He has to just fucking go grab a cheeseburger and get back to the office.
Then have something delivered or whatever. But don't be the guy walking down the fucking 6th Avenue.
Was he drunk, maybe?
Two-fisting a burger. I'd fucking like it better if I saw him tying off. Maybe I'm just looking to pick the poor guy apart.
My theory was he was getting sauced. That's usually the only time I'm eating cheeseburgers in the middle of the street.
There's something really going on bad with you where, I mean, Monday, you look like it's fucking Friday night at midnight. That's the problem.
Just a lot of heartburn, that's all. I'm okay.
All right. Someone sent us an email about Fez. And yes, emails. We do get emails.
And now, Ron and Fez, the show of the future, brings you...
Electronic mail. Mail sent electronically.
And then we're going to do the modern pentathlon where you have to Photoshop, create a supercut, win a video game, and get 200 new followers on a Twitter account. That's the modern pentathlon.